Dean.
Here.
Jeff McGilliard.
Here.
Myself, Chris Fennel. We have from staff, we have Link Treadwell.
Here.
Schuler. And then Drew.
Bertolazzi.
Thank you, sir. What do you want to do about vice chair and chair?
I'll make a motion to elect Chris as our chairperson again, since he doing such a good job.
Really? That's a lie. I butcher things all the time.
That's right, I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye. And for matter of consistency, I would like Jeff as our vice chair.
I second that. Before he says anything.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Does someone want to make a motion to approve the December 16th minutes?
I'll make a motion to approve the December 16th, 2025.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, first developer we have up is Daniel and Susan Weaver.
Good evening. My name's Todd Myers from Cowan Associates. I'm the plan preparer and presenter for the application tonight. To my left, Planning Commission's right, is Susan Weaver. She's the executor, along with her brother, of her parents' estate. So the property's located on East Pumping Station Road, about 200 feet off the intersection of Richland Turnpike behind the old First Savings. It contains 2 residential structures and a garage. The garage used to be a home occupation. The garage I'm talking about would be on lot number 2, a home occupation where Dan and his father, Dan, worked on automobiles. So again, the presentation tonight is just to settle the estate of Dan and Patricia. Dan, who's not Dan Jr., but son Dan, is going to remain in the house on lot number 2, and Suzanne's going to remain on the house on lot number 1. Historically, the Weavers bought the property in 1968. In 1971, there was a mobile home placed on lot number 2. That predated zoning. Can you hear me, sir? I'm a little crusty with some type of disease from little kids. So again, a trailer was put on by Dan and Patricia in 1971. That was predating zoning, so there was no reason to worry about having multiple uses or dwellings on one tax map parcel. So moving forward, in 2004, the Weavers came back before the Richland Township Zoning Hearing Board. The mobile home was deteriorating, and they received the variance to allow a new home to be constructed on lot number 2. And within that zoning variance, they also received a request to enlarge the garage, which they were still working on cars. Does anybody have a question on where the property is located and what we're trying to achieve tonight?
Just got it up. It's across the street from the post office, basically.
Essentially, right directly behind the old First Savings or Penn Community Bank.
Yep.
Is there still going to be a home occupation on lot 2?
Okay, we'll let Susan answer that.
My brother went on disability about a year and a half ago, so he is no longer working on cars.
Okay.
Currently in that place, the business is in effect closed at this
Okay.
point.
So you have 2 houses on one lot, and you want to put 1 house on each lot?
That is correct.
Pretty simple.
Pretty simple.
Yep.
All utilities are existing, private water, public sewer.
Are there two wells and 2 septic systems?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're tied into the Bucks County Sewer and Water Authority with a pump system, both from lot 1 and lot 2. That was done, my records at the office indicated about 1990, when the will comply with all the recommendations that were scripted in that letter. The waiver request, our standard waiver request from improvements, since, we're proposing no new construction, this is simply to take 2 dwelling units off one lot and have individual lots. But if you need to review the zoning request, I can do that.
No, we're good, yeah. So I assume then that the purpose is the estate will then transfer one lot to Susan and one lot to Dan, and,
Yeah, excuse me, both Dan and Susan are co-executors of the estate,
Okay.
so that's the whole idea.
but that's the plan, right? To,
In my mother's will, she requested that lot 1 go to me and lot 2 go to my
Okay.
brother, but that the subdivision hadn't been completed, and that left me at the helm of
Gotcha.
get it done.
gotcha.
Do you know if your brother's gonna continue the business or like rent out the garage at all?
I don't believe he has plans right now to rent out the garage, and basically, he has to use a walker to get around. He can't stand fully upright.
I don't think zoning it's a home occupation, so you need to have a home along with the person using it as an occupation. So I don't think he could rent it out.
No, that was clearly
Right.
stated
Yeah.
in previous zoning
Yeah.
decisions.
Okay.
It was a home occupation.
Right.
I want to make a motion to the Board of Supervisors to approve sections 1 through 7. Can I say that on the waivers?
Yeah, you can do that. It's the waivers that were listed in the Gilmore review letter. There's 7 of them. Does that sound right?
That is correct. The only adjustment to the waivers is that we'll supply the aerial map as requested instead of the physical features 400 feet from the boundary of the property.
Okay, that's fine.
And then in compliance with the Gilmore Associates preliminary final plan review letter dated January 5th, 2026. Compliance with the Bucks County Planning Commission memorandum dated December 5th, 2025. Compliance with the QPAC memorandum letter dated January 15th of 2026. And compliance with the zoning and land development ordinance requirements, also with the regulations of all municipal and government agencies having jurisdiction.
So that's just to make sure, that's the one motion to recommend approval of the waivers
1 through 7.
and the preliminary final plan
Yes.
in the same motion. Okay, just so you guys
I
know.
just want to make something clear to myself and the board that the Bucks County Planning Commission talks about planning modules. All utilities exist.
Yeah, we don't need planning modules.
Planning modules,
That's fine.
okay.
As applicable, how about that? The Bucks County and Quakertown Area Planning Commission as applicable.
Awesome.
Cool. So one more motion to a second.
I'll second that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you very much for your time.
Next up is the Richland Associates LLC with the conditional use hearing for the car wash.
This one is, yeah, too. So conditional use is first.
Yeah.
And then the second item is the preliminary final plan.
Guys ready?
Whenever you're ready.
Good evening. Stella Eberhart here with Horizon Engineering, the engineer responsible for the implementation of this plan. To my right is Jim Dale, the owner and applicant. So as Link said, we're here for conditional use, review and approval, preliminary final. We have some waivers. So let me know how you guys want to proceed. And
Has anything changed from the first time you guys were here?
I believe that answer is no. I don't think so, no. Well, the warehouse got a little smaller, but other than that.
You have 2 now, right?
Yes.
Yeah, there was, originally, the first time you saw it, I think it was 1 larger warehouse, and now it's 2 buildings instead of 1.
Okay.
And I think it's actually less square footage total than a little bit, like 1,000 square feet or something.
Went from
Yeah.
16,000 to 14,400 with the 2
Yeah.
buildings.
So the 2 warehouse buildings are to be used for the existing business, correct?
Yes.
Which is Pelican Pools. And then the car wash is
Correct.
car
The
wash.
separate lot with the lot line adjustment 17, and the warehouse in the AC overlay district.
And everything with, is it PennDOT pending at all?
PennDOT is pending, yes. We had our first initial meeting with them to review the design that you guys see in front of you, had some comments, and we're working through that as well.
Curious question from last time. How did you figure out the filtration because of no sewer?
The discharge there's not much discharge coming from the car wash. The system we have is going to recycle almost 100% of the water that
What happens with the discharge? In other words, obviously you got the filtration, then what happens? Does it go in your on?
we reuse it. We recycle the water.
100%?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, any discharge, there's a little bit, it's like a package treatment plant on the lot, on the car wash lot, and it discharges to, in a pipe right there at,
So we're
right on the lot line.
Are we talking about like a 2-inch pipe, 3-inch pipe, 4-inch pipe? Or
Yeah, it's like a 2-inch line or something. It's very minimal.
any kind of odor? Does it need DEP approval, anything like that? We just ran into this with another on lot sewage.
I think, well, the septic has DEP approval, I think.
And that's a new septic?
Yes.
Yeah, there's a planning module process for this project, I believe.
Yes.
Correct, yeah.
So approval is pending. It's in process right
Yep.
now as well.
So right, or maybe this will help. So the business now has on-lot sewer, correct? The warehouses, will they have sinks, bathrooms? No. So there's no additional sewer coming from the two warehouses. And the only thing coming from, well, does the car wash have a bathroom in it?
It will.
Okay, so the car wash needs its own separate system on its lot, correct?
Correct.
To handle the bathroom in the thing, in the building, and any sinks and/or overflow that comes from the car washing process.
That's correct. That's why that parcel's a little bigger with a lot line adjustment
Right.
to allow for that septic system to be on.
So
there.
that septic system on the car wash lot is kind of like a sand mound? I mean, just a larger version of a sand mound, is that what you call it, or?
I don't even know. It's like a package plant, so it has its internal effluent tanks, et cetera, to process it all internally,
Okay.
and then has the discharge pipes.
So it discharges cleaned water to the stream? Is there a stream there?
Yes, there's a channel there there's a pipe right about the common property line that'll discharge.
Can we bring it up?
Have it on the.
Is
Do you
it,
have the land development plans?
is it on the plan?
Is it noted on the plan?
It is shown on the site improvement plan, the location. This is sheet 4. And there's a culvert that goes underneath PA 309, and that's where his discharge is to.
Correct. Do you have that?
Sheet 4?
Looks like sheet 4.
Do you find it?
Yeah. Let's see what the file name is. Richland Associates, full set.
Yeah, that's it. There you go.
Yeah, looks like it's on the 4th sheet. Simply monitor always.
Okay, there's the aerial.
Yeah.
That next sheet should have it.
Did the laser maybe point it out?
I do. Whoops.
Still, it's just.
I got it.
It's right. It's where you had it.
Yeah, right in here.
Turn that corner of that property.
There's tanks here coming out of car wash.
So essentially it's discharging into that, is a swale,
Right here,
so to
yeah.
speak?
There's a pipe that crosses 309 to the stream on the other side, and yeah, there's a small effluent pipe releasing into this channel right there.
Okay.
It looks like there's 2 on-lot septic tanks that then go to a shared drain field for the effluent. Is that correct?
In here.
And so it looks like there's one septic
one-
tank
this is
associated
a-
with each use. So
Yeah.
looks like there's one for the warehouse and then one for the car wash. Is that
Out
right?
here and here.
Where's the system on where's the existing system?
Go back to sheet 2 is the existing features plan, I believe. See exactly where your system is in that.
Well, I'm wondering if maybe the existing system is that other one.
I don't know that.
Yeah, you can't find it.
I can't tell you where it is.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I called around there for 15 years. I can't find
Okay.
it, so.
But there's another one coming from this side. So, according to this, it looks like there is one coming from the warehouse.
That seems to be what the plan shows.
Those 2 pipes.
All right, well, if it's not needed, it's not needed, so.
It may be there, and maybe the plan to put it in, but I don't.
Well, maybe it's on the plan, but you don't intend to build it, so,
I don't need
yeah,
to put a bathroom.
yeah, right. I mean, maybe it's there for, just in case, in the future, if you want to put a bathroom in, you could do it, but your plan right now is not to do that, so.
No connection at this point, yes.
So the reason it's a conditional use is because of the arterial corridor, so do you have a guess as to how many? I mean, obviously, the warehouses probably don't generate much traffic because they're for your existing business, but any idea how many cars per day the car wash might generate?
We don't know.
Don't know. I mean, obviously, you hope it's more than less, but, right, yeah.
But yeah, we don't know the exact, I mean, how do you?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, the traffic study's been provided and analyzed to assume, to get all the, the maximum amount of.
And that's been submitted to PennDOT as part of the HOP application, right?
Yes, and they've had no issue with the counts and the stacking and the layout internally.
Okay.
And with recognition that the access drives, et cetera, are adequate for getting people off the street while they're waiting.
Is there a decel lane on the plans?
There is not. The current study that was analyzed or presented by Pannoni and presented to PennDOT, it's marginal, it's questionable whether it's needed or not. That'll be part of the discussion with PennDOT, but Pannoni is confident that it's not needed at this point. There's 2 reasons. One is because it's so marginal. Secondly, there's shoulders on 309 right now. And third, there's enough stacking internally to get folks off the highway.
Yeah, I think I read the letter. I think I read that letter. There was a letter from, excuse me, from either Pannoni or the department that talked about the stacking
Mm-hmm.
and coming off.
Yeah, it was probably from Pannoni.
And everything's will comply for the conditional use part of your project?
Yes, yes. We've been under review, as you guys know. We're on our second review with the township engineer. So, yeah, we're confident that we can do a will comply.
All right, then we'll move on to the waivers. That's right.
Mm.
Well, actually, my voice is, got it. I want to make a motion to go in front of the Board of Supervisors for the conditional use of the portion of the car wash in compliance with the Gilmore Associates conditional use letter dated October 14th, 2025, in compliance with the QPAC memorandums dated October 16th, 2025, and September 11th, 2025, compliance with the variance relief obtained from the zoning hearing board. Applicant obtains in contingent upon the applicant obtains the highway occupancy permits from PennDOT. Compliance with the stormwater zoning and subdivision and land development ordinance requirements. Compliance with the regulations of all municipal and government agencies having jurisdiction. Now, do we want to have the sewer line coming from the warehouse in this? Or?
No, we don't need it in this.
Someone make a second. All in favor? Aye. Aye. Okay. All right, now we'll move on to the preliminary final with the waivers in question.
Correct.
Let me just get there. So in terms of the car wash, the system, the water system's like a closed system, right? How do you fill it up initially? How do you get the water in it? With a well.
Yeah, you have proposed one on the plans, Chris. It's not drilled yet.
No, there's 3 wells in it?
There's 3 wells
Three
existing.
wells, yeah.
It takes 3 wells, or is it 3 wells?
They're already on the site, there's 3 wells.
There's
Okay.
3 wells, but the likelihood that they'll drill a new one is pretty high.
Okay, so
We don't know this.
what do the
status.
3 do? Are they so you're gonna basically use whatever, utilize your other 3 for, I guess, Pelican, and then obviously this one's gonna be its own source, or are you gonna utilize all 3 and have
I
4?
think we're gonna drill one new one, I don't know what they do with the old ones.
Some of the old ones are right in the area of the new facilities.
They probably cap them,
Two on
yeah.
each
Yeah,
side
they'll be capped.
already.
I think the
Are you
only one-
utilizing them currently?
Yes.
Okay. Now that's basically for your business and the okay. All
How
3.
many gallons go in the system? Like when you fill that system up, I'm just concerned about how much water you pull out of the ground with other residential wells, and we don't want anybody's well going dry, right?
Right, yeah. Basically what happens is you'll take out 10 gallons of water per car that they carry away. So that's all we have to fill up to wash a car. The rest of the water that they use will be all recycled.
Okay, but originally you got to fill up the system with X amount of gallons, right? You know what that,
I don't know what that gallon is yet.
okay.
I mean, like the company that does the recycling has like they put tanks in.
Right, so you got to fill those tanks up to
Yeah, they'll
start,
fill those tanks, yeah.
right? We just want to make sure that when you fill those tanks up, you're not, somebody else's well isn't going dry, so.
Do you have a hydrogeologic study prepared, or are you planning to prepare one for the wells?
I don't know that we are, but I spoke to, is it Mayor we said?
Mayor,
Spoke to?
yeah.
And he was pretty adamant that there's a lot of water there, and he'll drill till he.
This was the well drilling person,
Well drill it. Local- it's a local-
whoever he is, okay.
What was his name again?
Mayor?
Yeah. Okay. He did
Okay.
my well, so.
He was just like, this is no problem, we got this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Drew, do you have any questions?
For long-term operation and maintenance, I know that you said you're not going to have anything from the warehouse anymore, right? Is that correct?
As far as-
Sewer-wise.
Yeah, for sewer.
That's correct.
And are you going to provide an easement for the warehouse property, so Pelican can access it in the future if this is sold off to a different owner?
They're separate lots.
Right.
Pelican doesn't have to use it, I mean, it's not a requirement, if you will. That makes sense.
Okay, so you're just going to use it for Pelican,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
in the future, it may be sold off separately.
Could be, sure.
Maybe that's why the second septic system is there.
Yeah.
Right? If you sell it in the future to somebody else, they might want bathrooms in the facility.
And
Yeah, I would say if you do provide the second septic system, and they're going to the same discharge point, they're going to the same drain field for the effluent, to just have an operations and maintenance agreement in
Yeah.
place
Yes.
between the two.
Between the car wash and the,
Yeah.
yeah, not Pelican, the car wash, yeah.
Yeah, there is an easement on the car wash over that septic system for just that as necessary.
Yeah, just to delineate, to make clear, if the system fails, who's responsible for paying the cost, and who's responsible for the maintenance, and if an inspection comes from Bucks County Health Department, which party is resolved that.
Yeah, you will probably have to sign an agreement with the township as well as to who maintains that new septic system. The owner of lot, whatever lot it is, and who, that gets recorded, so then if it gets sold, everybody knows that's.
What kind of chemicals are going to be stored for the filtration system? Just any chlorine or anything like that?
I don't think it uses chemicals really, I think
Just filters?
it uses a cavitation system that cleans the water basically. I mean,
Okay.
the car wash uses chemicals, but it's all recycled.
Like an osmosis kind of thing where it runs through a bunch of filters?
The no filters in this system, I don't think.
Huh.
It's like a, it goes through, I'll give you the paperwork at the end.
Sure.
There is some. Here's some of it, though.
That's for the sewer. Oh, yeah, I passed through it. Thank you. Where does the waste go from the filtration system? And it's got to go, does it get burned off? Does it go into?
There's, like, it'll collect sediment in those tanks, and then you pump those tanks out.
Mhm.
Any sediment that's collected, like dirt or,
So you have to have a sewer company come out and pump it out?
yeah.
Or I guess a lubrication, somebody. So I guess it's just sludge that gets pumped out kind of thing? Nothing like,
Do you have an approximate idea of how often you have to haul the sludge on the system?
I don't, but I don't know how, I don't.
Kind of curious, obviously you're gonna have to go through the town, the supervisor and so forth, but is there a anticipated launch date for this system and so forth? The reason I'm asking the question, we're sitting up here, and by no means am I an expert, even knowledgeable on this process and so forth, but I'm a little bit concerned that there's not a whole lot of knowledge coming out of your side either relative to what the system is and so forth. I don't know, when do you plan to start this process with the car wash?
We have to go through construction, we have to go through system design yet, that system. We have basic information on how it works, and we've witnessed, like, other car washes using it, and other businesses using it, but we don't have, like, they have to design that whole system yet.
All right.
So I'm not there, like, I know what it does, I don't know the intricacies of it yet.
Yeah, okay. So do you have any anticipated, what's your ideal
I
launch
don't.
date?
I
You
don't.
don't have one set, okay.
Yeah, we're working through all the township approvals, we got PennDOT approvals, we
Health
have
department.
health department approvals.
Okay.
We got everybody involved here.
Are you gonna possibly phase it out and do the warehouse and then the car wash, or it's a complete package?
I don't know, the site work's probably gonna be done in one shot, and hopefully the warehouse goes up before the car wash does, because we need those elements replaced along when they'll take down.
and this system is basically the governing body for approval from this, not only is it from the township, but is it the DEP or is it the Department of Health, or both?
For that system?
Yeah.
I don't know that
It
either.
would be both usually.
So why do we not require the sewer to be that system to be in the details on the plans, that we can't see anything about it?
The sanitary sewer or the discharge from the car wash?
The sanitary, like the pumping and
Well,
the
the
whole system.
sanitary sewer, there's got to be a sheet that describes the sanitary sewer system in the plan set, right?
They do some standard details in here.
But not that pump I just scrolled through all of them, and I'm at sheet 20 of 20. And I didn't see anything in regards to that. I didn't see it on the other project that we had the same question on. They didn't have any information on it at all.
Oh, I mean, it's a DEP approval process, right? So the township has an Act 537 plan that says where public sewer is and where public sewer isn't. Public sewer is not here, obviously. So the details of the system go through the planning module approval process, which is ultimately DEP that says, yes, this system is okay or it's not. I mean, we don't necessarily even have the expertise at the township level to be saying that this is the right system for this property. We just don't have people that know that. So Right.
also do a review.
Yeah.
Generally, we have the appropriate notes once everything's all starts to funnel into construction sets to cross-reference the plan set by, is it Paul County that's doing the, Paul County is doing the design, but to recreate that basic option. So we show schematically what they provided to us, they get onto the details, and our plans would reference, see this, to build that system.
A question regarding one of the waivers that's requested. This is about the emergency spillway. So this is on our Gilmore and Associates review letter from December 9th, 2025. This would be comment 9, discussing emergency spillways discharging over the abandoned fill to be constructive, reinforced concrete checker blocks to protect the berm against erosion. The checker block lining shall extend to a toe fill slope on the outside of the berm, and shall extend to an elevation 3 feet below the spillway crest on the inside of the berm. Due to the shallow depth of the basins and minimum flow, the applicant is requesting a waiver to provide a vegetated spillway instead. Do you have any plans to install a turf reinforcement matting or something similar to prevent erosion?
Well, we could do that, but again, as noted in the relief request, the entire basin is a MRC basin, which you probably all see now. They're large and flat and very shallow, but it'd be physically impossible almost to install a checker block. But we could certainly do turf reinforcement matting if needs be, but
Yeah, I would agree. The checker block is more of an older approach,
Yeah.
more for traditional.
it's a little
regional
vigorous for a basin
basins.
that's only this high.
Yeah, if you could provide some analysis and size turf reinforcement matting, that may be more comfortable. This area is known to flood. The emergency spillway could be used at relatively low cost to install.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that'll,
That's
part of our
almost,
NPDS process too.
Conservation
That'll get
district
reviewed.
standard anyway. If I've built 300 basins, I don't think I've ever not had something special in a spillway
Right.
as
Yes.
a reinforcement.
Yeah, they almost always ask for it.
Yeah, we can provide that.
Perfect.
I'm confused. This is a preliminary final, and yet the level of detail we're seeing suggests something that's not really ready to be a preliminary final.
Yeah, and I think the filtration, the actual system is the one that's in question. I'm in kind of agreement with you where we know, we have the nuts and bolts of how it is, of how he wants to design it. But the actual system, I don't know if we have, do we want to get involved with that, how the system is, when the DEP is the one that approves it?
Correct.
You know?
What
We don't have much of a say with the DEP, in my view. You know, we went through this with the other developer on Tollgate, yeah. Where everybody was all up in arms about the sewer, on-site sewer plant. And there's no sewer, there's a sewer moratorium for the local sewer, so they utilize this now. They did their own sewer plan, their own sewer plant on site. That was last month's meeting. And there was a resident that was concerned, like, oh, we didn't know about it, and it was DEP and the Department of Health was going to be the
That one,
body.
that one was, the discussion centered around, there's an on-site sewer treatment plant.
Yeah.
That was the wrong term to use, right? It's not a plant. Right? Nobody else can connect to it. It's a couple little containers in the ground that are designed to handle, in that specific one, like 9,000 gallons a day.
Yeah.
Right? This one's even smaller. This one's not even going to get close to 9,000 gallons a day.
Right.
So the idea of, and like I said before, with an agreement with the township, when somebody comes in to build the system, there's an actual, like the last one we did, I think, was an Elgin system. That's the name of the system,
Brand name.
right? The brand name. That system comes with a book like that of how to design it, and how to maintain it in the future, right? So that's all incorporated into the operation and maintenance agreement that the township has with the property owner that says, hey, this is the system you're going to design, this is the system you're going to install, and this is how you're going to maintain it. So all that stuff gets handled and that's the system that DEP then signs off on and says, okay, it's okay for this property. So all that stuff gets handled on an administrative basis. It's not something necessary that the planning commission knows the details about, nor is it necessarily something that even the Board of Supervisors knows the details about. They know that the system is going to be installed on that property. It's going to meet these design specs, and this is how it's going to get maintained.
Part of the requirement is to provide the actual permits from DEP and the health
Right.
department that says they've done their review, just as we provide
Yeah.
you guys with an MPDS permit and a PennDOT permit, that all the local agencies
Right.
relating to those approvals.
And DEP basically is the one that requires that there be a operation and maintenance agreement with the township, because DEP doesn't want to get involved in watching how they operate and maintain it. That's the township's responsibility. So there's 3 different levels of information and review.
And DEP and the Bucks County Department of Health are trying to move away from heavy holding tanks. And so this ends up being the approach that's used. Sometimes it is called a package treatment plant, but it is really an on-lot sewer.
Holding,
It's not-
holding tanks.
It's not much bigger than what people have for their houses, right? It's really not.
It's more similar to an on-lot septic system, right?
Yeah.
Yes, it's in those plans, I see that. But to answer your question, Cornell, I think there are some unanswered things, but I don't know, as a planning commission, do we need to get involved with those unknowns?
That helps a lot, thanks.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, my only concerns are the couple things which aren't even in our wheelhouse, are the decel lanes on 309 and the discharge pipe from the system. Those are the 2 things that stand out to me, but if the Board of Health is going, Bucks County Board of Health is going to be okay with that, I kind of have to lean on them. And obviously PennDOT, I have to lean on them with that. So that's where I stand with a lot of this. But nonetheless, do we want to go through the waiver requests?
I don't know if we need to, or not, we need to go through individuals, Wayne?
No, you don't need to go through them if we're okay with them. I mean, the only one caveat that we discussed was some type of, what'd you call it?
Having a chirp reinforcement back.
Right. As part of that one waiver, you'll add that in, so, yeah.
And well, let's talk from one, hold on a second, let me just check. And then for the waiver for the 5-foot radius, is that for turning inside the parking lot? Can you show that?
That's actually specific to the car wash. We have 5-foot radius returns pretty much throughout the parking lot, but on the small islands going in the car wash stacking lanes, there are 2, just because, we have 3 stacking lanes to funnel folks into the car wash and those small.
How
property
far
lines.
are you off?
They're a 2-foot radius there. Just it's like at a the ATM machine. If you have it going through a bank, they tend to be small and narrow, just defining the lane.
Right, it's almost like the area you drive through. If you pull up the plan set, you should be able to see it on the first sheet.
Yeah, 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 okay, yeah, yep.
And then the others, maybe 5 feet.
Correct. The other radio are 5 feet. Again, it's a very slow speed maneuvering around both of these facilities, but 5 foot's provided elsewhere. That's just the only.
Just that one tight area?
Yeah, the pay
Get
station.
a little extra tire shine when they buff the
Yeah.
curb.
Take off the nice little edge of the nice little shiny rims that they're trying to get clean. Now with the driveway waiver that you're after, the width of 20 feet is required. Where are you at with the driveway?
Again, I think we're neck down back in here, less than 20, but it's one way.
That looks like you dropped down to 15.
Yeah, coming through in here.
You think that's not going to be a design problem with other cars?
Well, it's one way. If you make it 20, then it's people who are not paying attention are like, oh, this is
Okay.
too wet, So the 15 feet also is sort of a traffic calming and also helps to guide.
Is that by design, or is that something you had to deal with the plans and?
It's by design.
They have the one-
Came from the direction of the car wash folks.
Okay.
Does the sign comply in every way with our code?
Which sign are
Pylon
you
sign?
speaking? The pylon sign was subject to the zoning hearing board last week. The one for the car wash, the request was for slightly larger, and they denied that requirement, and the applicant's okay with reducing it to 150, which is.
Yeah, the zoning hearing board approved all the relief requested except this, they said the sign was too big, so they went back to, from 182 to 150 or something like that.
That's correct, yes.
Thank you.
And your number 8, the culvert, minimum of 15 inches inside diameter? What are you proposing?
12.
12.
Again, because we tend to, the latest and greatest in stormwater management is these small, very small basins. Each of these basins only get about an acre of drainage area. So the 15 is quite large for releasing of that. Plus we're tying into and connecting to the limitations of the pipes within PennDOT itself. And we have, as you all know, this is a very flat area, so I need all the vertical I can get, so that 3 inches helps with cover over the pipe, et cetera.
Yeah, I'm okay with going from 15 to 12.
Is
as
it,
long
see,
as,
this is going to be adequate?
yeah, it'll be adequate, as long as for the conveyance calcs, you provide, you comply with the 25-year storm for all the conveyance pipes and seals. So.
Yeah, and PennDOT, we had the discussion with PennDOT, they generally require 15 as well. They so far are comfortable with 12, but we're gonna go with that.
Yeah, I think here just due to the limited size of the site and the stormwater control measures, and it's only 3 inches smaller in diameter, is reasonable.
Yes, thank you.
No, you realize you're going to get a lot of flack for this. Everybody's talking about how many car washes Quakertown has. I mean, geez, oh, Pete's. It's your money, just saying. We're gonna get killed.
Last time we talked about it.
Yes, yes.
It's the truth.
Yeah, and at the time, the one at 313 and 63 wasn't built yet, and we had no clues, because that's the borough. That thing went up, and we're like, oh, geez, we're gonna get murdered.
Listen, I live north of here, and my wife never goes past that Target.
Yeah,
And there are no car washes between here and Saucon Valley.
yeah, well, the one that,
Not like this. yeah.
no, not automatic and all that kind of stuff, but
And I-
we're gonna get killed, I'm just saying.
I don't go to Lowe's, I go to Home Depot.
And we get lumped in with Quakertown, because we're obviously surrounding it, so, jeez, oh, man, we're gonna get
You can't
pillared.
even get in that car wash on 663.
Say again?
You can't even get in that car wash on 663.
Yeah, that's the borough, though, we had nothing to do with that one.
Where the Wendy's is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where it was.
I don't know how you get in and out.
I have yet to
It's
do
off
that.
of, you gotta cross and make a left-hand turn in, or coming south. You can turn in coming
Coming
south.
south might be okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Is it,
Other than that, it's a tough one to get in and out of.
being the car wash capital of the world is better than being the landfill capital of the world, or the prison capital of the world, right? I mean, it's a car wash. How harmful is it? Right?
Car washes and
Fast food.
Right, fast food and car washes. Nobody builds retail stores anymore, so that's what you got.
It's true.
South to make the right, and coming east, you make it. So that's right. You can't cross, you can't get going that way.
I see car wash as a somewhat temporary land use, not unlike a driving range, where at some point in the future, the land will be more valuable for some other use. So I don't think that we're stuck as the car wash capital for the rest of eternity.
nothing wrong with being the car.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like it's an eyesore, it's just,
It's not
Yeah.
hurting anything.
yeah.
They do print money.
We'll determine that.
They do well
yeah.
when they're busy.
They cost a lot of money. They can print it, but they cost a lot.
All right, so you want to do the waivers first and then the plan?
Yep, it's up to you. Do you want to do it, Breck, or you want me to do it?
Martin's really good. You do it. I don't.
Okay.
So go ahead. Yeah, I don't have the.
I want to make a motion to go in front of the,
Recommend approval of the waivers.
approval of to the Board of Supervisors of the waiver section from number 1 through 8. And including in the 8 to have the spillway detail for the overfill of the basin,
But also number is
Actually, there
also
would be-
12 inch pipe versus 15 inches is there.
Yeah, right,
Yeah,
but that's
that's fine.
within the waiver, that's why they're gonna grab that.
Yeah,
Yep,
it's waiver 7 is the embankment, so that,
yep, and Ben.
Correct.
Yep. Number 7 have the detail.
yes.
I'll make a second.
Is there a motion?
I'll not second that motion.
All in favor? Aye. All right, we'll do the, also want to make a motion to the Board of Supervisors in compliance with the Gilmore Associates preliminary final plan review, letter dated December 9th, 2025, in compliance with the Bucks County Planning Commission memorandum dated September 9th, 2025, in compliance with the QPAC review letter dated September 11th, 2025, compliance with the zoning hearing board variance relief that was granted, and also with the highway occupancy permits from PennDOT. The applicant obtains the planning module and approval from DEP, in compliance with the stormwater zoning and subdivision land development ordinance requirements, also with the compliance with the regulations of all municipal and governmental agencies having jurisdiction. Right?
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Good luck, guys.
Excellent, thank you.
All right, what's that? Motion. Go ahead, Breck. Send it.
You can ask for public comment.
There's no one here. Vicky, do you want to comment?
I make a motion we adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?